Alrighty, folks, we are 3-0 in our last three Gold Club plays on my premium page. 5-1 in our last six in that same membership. And it is Thursday, August 21st, 2025. Happy Thursday to you. Weekend's right around the corner. We are just about there. And if you're joining me for the first time here today, my name is Brock Page. I've been dishing out free sports picks on YouTube since 2016. And once again, folks, we are 3-0 in our last three Gold Club plays on my premium page. And the good news is I've got another Gold Club play going off here today for Thursday. That play's already posted and ready for access. And if you sign up for my full access, all-inclusive Gold Club membership, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. You're going to get access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. Of course, if you don't need access to all of my premium selections, but maybe you could use a couple a day, I'm 12-2 of my last 14 extra daily picks. And with that, folks, let's go ahead and dive into some free content. First game, A's Twins, 1:10 Eastern first pitch. The Athletics are minus $1.20, totals 9 runs. Jack Perkins for the A's, Jose Urena for the Twins. Now, 7 out of these teams' last 10 head-to-head gatherings did get over the total. A's with overs in 6 out of their last 10 themselves. Nicholas Kurtz, the Amish Warrior, whatever they're calling him. He is from Lancaster, so he probably does have some Amish blood. I forget his nickname, something Amish Destroyer, I don't know. Nicholas Kurtz, OPS of 1044. Shane Langeliers, 28 homers, OPS of 867. The A's are in the top 3 in the league in hits per game. Meanwhile, the Twins on the other side, well, they've done a nice job with A's pitching here recently. They averaged nearly 11 hits a game in their last 10 gatherings with the Athletics. So if you're into historical trends, certainly want to think about that one there. Byron Buxton leads the team in homers and ribbies. Luke Keschel with an OPS of 950. Give me the over 9 runs. Next game, Rangers-Royals, 2:10 Eastern start. Kansas City's minus $1.20, totals 9. Michael Lorenzen for the Royals, Patrick Corbin for Texas. Now, 8 out of the Rangers' last 10 gatherings with KC did fall under the total. So once again, if you're into historical trends, plenty of unders to go around. Of course, the Rangers have struggled at the dish for most of the season. Texas is averaging just 7.7 hits a game. And they're facing a Royals team who allows just 3.7 runs a game at Kauffman Stadium, doing a great job pitching at home. But listen, not so fast, because if you think the Royals are going to run away with this one, just keep in mind that they've scored hardly any runs on their own ball field. These guys are scoring just 3.5 runs a game at Kauffman Stadium this year. Unders in 7 out of their last 10 ball games. Give me the under 9. Next matchup, Brewers-Cubs, 2:20 East. Chicago's $1.35, total 7. Shota Imanaga for the Cubs. Quinn Priester for Milwaukee. Now, Priester is a dominant 11-2 on the year, getting plenty of run support from this lineup of sluggers. The Brewers are the highest run-scoring team on the road in the league, averaging over 9.7 hits a game when they bat first. Christian Yelich, 26 homers, 87 RBI. Andrew Vaughn, OPS of 964. And they're facing a Chicago pitching staff who really hasn't racked up the strikeouts much. They're in the bottom 5 in strikeouts per game on the mound. And as good as Imanaga's been on the bump, the Cubs have taken the loss in 3 out of Shota's last 5 starts. Now, total-wise, Milwaukee games went 60% to the over in their last 10. I like the Brewers, plus $1.15, over 7. Dodgers-Rockies, 3:10 East. LA's 285, totals 11.5. Clayton Kershaw for Los Angeles. Chase Dollander for Colorado. Now, Dollander is just 2-9 with an ERA of 6.43. And as a staff, the Rockies allow more runs a game than any other team. And unfortunately for them, they're facing one of the highest run-producing teams in Major League Baseball. The Dodgers are averaging 5.2 runs a game at the plate. Shohei Ohtani, 44 homers, OPS in the thousands. Will Smith's hitting .304 with an OPS of .915. Dodgers with overs in 7 out of their last 10. 4-1 of the over in their last 5 on the road. I like the Dodgers, -1.5, over 11.5 runs. Mets, Nats, 405 East. New York's $1.45, totals 8.5. Sean Manaea for the Mets, Mackenzie Gore for Washington. Now, Gore comes into today's matchup with a dozen losses on the year. It's actually a 5-12 record, really not getting a ton of run support. Washington averages just 3.9 runs a game at Nationals Park. And they're facing a Mets pitching staff who's actually in the top 10 in strikeouts per game. Starting pitcher Sean Manaea averages over a strikeout an inning, whip of 1.16. When it comes to the total, 6 out of the Nats' last 10 outings did stay under the number. 4-1 of the under in their last 5 in their own ballpark. I like the Mets -145, under 8.5. Giants, Padres, 410 East. San Diego's $1.75, totals 8. Dylan Cease for the Pods. Justin Verlander for San Francisco. Now, Verlander has punched out 95 batters on the year, averaging nearly a strikeout an inning. Of course, as a staff, the Giants allow just 7.5 hits a game on the road. Top 5 in strikeouts per game in their travels. And they're taking on a Padres lineup who's definitely had a tough time producing runs. They're in the bottom 10 in runs per contest. Of course, as a team, San Diego did take the loss in 4 out of their last 5 ball games. It was just 2.8 runs a game they averaged during that span. Now, 6 out of the Pods' last 10 outings did fall under the total. Giants games went 7-3 to the under in their last 10. I like San Francisco +1.5, under 8. Red Sox, Yankees, 715 East. New York's $1.50, totals 8. Luis Gil for the Yankees, Lucas Giolito for Boston. Now, the Red Sox with overs in 6 out of their last 10 outings, 4-1 of the over in their last 5 on the road. The Red Sox have done a nice job at the plate on the road this season. They're a top 5 run-scoring team in their travels. Meanwhile, the Yankees on the other side, they're also amongst the highest run-scoring teams in Major League Baseball themselves, averaging 5.2 runs a game at the plate. 6 out of their last 10 ball games also got over the total. Aaron Judge, 40 home runs, OPS of 1129. Giancarlo Stanton, OPS in the thousands himself. Meanwhile, on the Boston side, Alex Bregman with an OPS in the 900s. Trevor Story, club leader in RBI. I like the over 8 runs. Astros, Orioles, 715 East. Both clubs -110, pretty much a coin flip. Totals 9 runs. Brandon Young for Baltimore. Jason Alexander for Houston. Now, George Costanza has an ERA in the 2s, along with a 1.09 whip. And as a staff, the Astros are leading the league in strikeouts per game on the mound. They're limiting opposing sluggers to just 3.8 runs a game on the road. And they're facing a Baltimore squad who's in the bottom 10 in hits per game. They really don't walk a whole lot at the plate. Baltimore's in the bottom 3 in free passes per game at the dish. 6 out of Baltimore's last 10 ball games did stay under the total. 4-1 of the under in their last 5 at Camden Yards. Give me the Astros -$1.10, under 9. And with that, folks, we're going to jump into our next and final breakdown for the video. Cardinals, Rays, 735 East. St. Louis is the $1.20 favorite on the road. Totals 8.5. Sonny Gray for the Cards. Joe Boyle for Tampa Bay. Now, Boyle's averaging over a strikeout an inning. Whip of 1.19. And as a staff, the Rays allow just 7.9 hits a game. They rarely walk batters. Matter of fact, the Rays are allowing fewer walks per game at home than any other team. They're facing a Cardinal lineup who really doesn't walk much at the plate themselves. And in their last 10 gatherings with the Rays, they've kind of hit Tampa Bay pitching poorly. St. Louis was held to just 3.4 runs a game during that time frame. And no real surprise here, the under cashed in 70% of those 10 head-to-head meetings. So once again, if you're into historical trends, you certainly want to think about that one there. Rays home games have gone 60% to the under for the entire year. I like Tampa Bay plus $1, under 8.5. And with that, folks, we're going to jump into our quick pick recap. I like the over 9 in that A's-Twins matchup, under 9 Rangers-Royals. We're 3-0 at our last 3 Gold Club plays on my premium page. 71% my last 15 in that same membership. Brewers plus $1.15 over 7. Dodgers minus 1.5 over 11 and a hook. Mets minus 145 under 8.5. Giants plus 1.5 under 8. Give me the over 8 in that Red Sox-Yankees matchup. Astros minus $1.10 under 9. Tampa Bay plus $1 under 8.5. And with that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my premium page. And if you do end up getting a membership here today on my premium site, just a friendly reminder, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships during that time frame, absolutely free. Going to be included with your membership. That's why I always tell folks my Gold Club package, it's a full access, all-inclusive membership. Gives you access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. But most importantly, folks, gotta thank you for joining me right here on the free video. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, folks, happy Thursday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my premium page.